Hello guys, welcome back to the second episode of the Algae Guide series, and in this episode we are going to be talking about diatoms, why they appear, and especially in a nature aquarium, and how do you get rid of them. So without further ado, let us begin. So to begin with, let's first describe what diatoms are. Some people actually call it as an algae or like a brown algae, but biologically if you see them, they are actually a different class of organisms, so you cannot include them under algae. Whereas there is also something called as brown algae, but that is different from what you see here. And that is mainly because the outer cell wall of these diatoms are made out of silicates. So previously it was understood that these microorganisms, that is the diatoms, appear as a result of increase in the silicates, or if your tap water contains high amount of silicates, they appear and they feed on that. But recently there is a controversial topic being discussed, that is they are not actually due to the increase in the amount of silicates, but actually in the initial phase of an aquascape, when the balance has not been achieved yet with the cycling, they do appear, and they will be easily taken over by the green form of algae later on, because there will be a fight for the nutrient intake. During the initial phase, the nutrient cycle or the biological cycle of this tank will be immature, and once it matures, these things eventually go away. And the next thing is, if you want to clear them off, the easiest way is to manually remove them with the help of your toothbrush or anything like that. And the next way is to add some fishes, that is like the Otocinclus catfish or the shrimp or even the Amana shrimp. They actually love feeding on this algae. So these are the two basic methods by which you can get rid of them. And even though you try to remove them physically, removing everything is not actually possible, because these plants, if we try to physically or manually remove the algae from them, they will be uprooted. So the best thing to do is manually remove everything on the glass and the hardscape, and then add the Otocinclus and the Amana shrimps, so they will get rid of whatever is in the leaves of these plants. So I think now you are clear with what brown algae is and what diatom is. So this is a diatom, and this is a new setup, so that is why they actually came in this tank. And usually it doesn't grow this thick coats on aquariums. I just let it grow because I wanted to show you what these are and how it looks when you just leave the aquarium without doing anything for them. So now let us begin the actual cleaning, by which I will be removing all these physically, and then doing a 50% water change, and then adding 1 or 2 Otocinclus catfish and a few shrimps. I don't have Amana shrimps, I have few other shrimps, so we'll add them into this scape. So if you can see the small bubbles present on this glass, that is nothing but oxygen bubbles. And these diatoms, which I mentioned earlier, they also can perform photosynthesis. So this is the end product of photosynthesis, that is oxygen produced by these microorganisms. So this is how the tank looks right now after cleaning. Looks almost neat, but there is still little more work to do, and that can actually be done by the fishes, that is the Otocinclus and the shrimps. And we have also placed I don't know what is a sponge here, so that the fishes don't get sucked in. These are actually the mosquito, they are the mosquito rasboras. So initially there were 4 and 3 of them went missing, and there was only one till yesterday. And today while cleaning the filter, I saw that one guy was stuck inside, but luckily he was okay and healthy and fine. So now he has company right now. So in order to prevent them from going back in to the filter again, I placed this here. So now let's add in the fish and wind up the video.